You caught me doing me hair. Not really. It is an air dryer, but I'm doing some drying of glue. So there we go. So part one is just finishing up. We are live for part two. I just got to adjust myself a little bit there. You don't need to see that bit. So yes, so there we go. That was a fun couple of hours, wasn't it? Got a few bits and pieces done. And obviously I'm by myself at the moment, which is good because it gives me a chance to talk about what's coming up later on in the weekend. Any of the guys that were in the last stream are more than welcome to come and join us. I've also put a shout out to all the people that are involved in all the streams throughout the weekend. If they want to come and jump in and say hello, tell us what they're going to be building, because obviously they haven't started yet, they're more than welcome. They've got all the links and all that sort of stuff, so that's all pretty good. But yes, so what's coming up? Obviously, we're going to be here in part two till around about 12:30 UK time. You can convert that into your own time zones yourself, because otherwise I will lose more hair. Then we're going to take a break, and we'll be back around about 6 hours later, or thereabouts, with the Netherlands guys. They'll kick off their build, and then the UK will kick off everything an hour later. So that's all good. And then obviously the schedule will be the schedule. So while I'm nattering about the schedule, I can show you a little slide rather than the video. And this is the schedule for the whole weekend. As you can see, it's broken down into different time zones, of which, if it's complicated in any way, the easiest way of doing it is just look down the UK side, convert it to your time zone, and then the highlighted color is who will be doing that particular stream. The clue is in the YouTube thumbnail as well. I've highlighted who will be available in those particular streams. So if there's anything if you want to particularly tune into, you can do. But also, more importantly, remember there is the flash auctions. So the flash auctions are a select few items that will drop in all of the streams throughout the weekend, and that way you get a chance of grabbing a little something, sniping a little something, whichever phrase you want to use, and then obviously the main auction will be later on in the weekend. So yeah, Steph's in charge of all of that. He's doing a massive amount of work this year, and he's been an absolute star. And yeah, I'm saying that because he's actually in the green room just below me. He's busy eating the hobnobs or something. I can't quite make out what he's eating. So yeah, so that's us. That's where we're up to. Oh no, they I'll look at that in a minute, Steph. So yeah, so obviously we had at one stage up to about 40 people watching in the first stream. That's quite amazing. Hopefully we get the same sort of numbers all the way through the event. That'd be wonderful. So at the moment, I'm going to let them come in. We have got the amazing Steph. And we also have the amazing Carl. So there you go. I don't know if Jason's going to join us. I will send him a message in a second. Did he say he was going to come over, Steph? Oh no, Carl, maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we might be joined by those, but if not, obviously Steph and I are building in the Australian time zone, and Carl is keeping us company and making sure we don't foul things up too much, as he is the main controller. I did say main controller. But yeah, there you go. So 24 people watching already. Make sure you say hello. Any comments you want to make between yourselves, please feel free. Talk amongst yourselves as the community. We really want to support that as much as possible. And then if you've got any questions for anyone that's in the stream, by all means, drop us a question with a big question mark.
Most of the Oz guys are away to bed. A couple of them may pop in. They're not sure yet. So
no, okay, cool. Well, they've all got the link, so it's not a problem. One more thing I need to just say: anyone that's involved in the building, and there are something like 130 participants that said they wanted to get involved. Just remember there is a 6-hourly post that goes up which is what's on your bench sort of post like we would normally have in the mess. But this one's called the bench sit rep. So it's just a situation report of where you're up to, just a picture, tell us what you're building, blah, 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 and all that sort of thing. They'll go up every 6 hours. So we're not too far, another 4 hours or so, and that first post will go up. That'd be interesting to see just how many people have started. Yeah, and that's where we are. So well done, everyone. The numbers of what people watching is climbing. So everybody's obviously understanding that we've gone to a new stream. And I'm just going to go into our Facebook page and unpin the first stream so it's not on the feature. So if you do go into Model Officers Mesh, you will find the enrollment and rules. If you haven't done so already and you want to get involved, you can do that as long as it's 48 hours within your time zone. And then the streams will be listed in the features at the top of that page in order. And each time we come out one, we'll take that out. So it should be the first one you see with any luck, unless Facebook changed some rules along the way. But there you go. So what I want to do is, guys, just so you know, my computer is like BBC slow. I have no idea why. But anyway, we'll come to that in a minute. Let us have a little message from somebody. Let's have a listen to some beneficiaries.
Cool.
Hello everybody, my name's Carl.
My name's Jermaine. My name's Wayne.
We're here at the Warminster Model for Heroes Club. We meet every Wednesday at around 2 o'clock to build models and stuff. We want to thank everybody that supported Model for Heroes. You do a wonderful job. We're the three of us beneficiaries and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, don't we?
Yes, thank you very much. It's much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
So from us at Factorum in Warminster, thank you. Big smile. Wayne? Wayne? Wayne?
So there you go. Quick time check around the world. Melbourne, it's 9:43. Brisbane is 8:43 in the evening because they're in front of us. It's obviously 10:43 here in London, and a sunny morning starting in New York at 5:43, and Salt Lake is still sleeping. So there we go. Obviously, wherever you are in the world, let us know in the comments. And thanks for tuning in. The auctions will obviously be up. Flash auctions will be up. When we put them up, we won't tell you when. Just keep an eye out. Oh God, nightmare. A speech impediment. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. And obviously, the Just Giving page link is just scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. So, Facebook user, which I haven't got my Facebook open as such, or have I?
Give me a second. No. I've got mine open. Just refresh it.
Yeah, sorry.
Scroll down. So that will be Zal Haas.
Ah, right,
Is in Singapore, and Paul Gallagher. Ooh. And also Clivers Balderston. Mr. Oz is in.
Yep.
So yeah,
we got some some people from Singapore this year, which is they obviously listen
Nice.
to the call out. So thank you very much for getting involved.
Indeed.
And Facebook user, who's that?
That's Oz, Mr. Osbaldeston.
Oh, Mr. Osbaldeston. It says good luck with the good luck, guys. Looking forward to seeing the finished motorcycle. Yep. I'm just going to jump back up to the beginning of the chat because I missed a couple. Gary's there, and we're back. Yes, definitely are. Dominic's there, saying good morning. Dave. There's no D in it. Paul is saying morning, peeps.
Morning, Paul.
Totally bold. Totally to boldly go. Model works this high. I'm going to nip out and try and find my teeth. That will obviously drop somewhere.
I think your teeth have run off.
To boldly goes modelling works. Says he's nursing a hangover. Well, that's not a good start. We got Dave saying morning, folks.
Morning.
Yeah, you're pretty right. Actually, my computer is updating like CFAX. Yes, they were the days.
Be careful.
Yeah.
There's a few people that don't know what CFAX is.
No, Wayne's saying I was smiling, honest guys. Yeah.
Which one were you, Wayne?
Wafu Dave said, I wonder what James has been watching. Well, I'm not sure where that comes from, but anyway.
You don't want to know.
No. And apparently, with a hangover, he's got wet and windy in Surrey.
Is that outside or inside?
Well, yeah, I'm hoping that's the weather outside and not a reflection of any food you may have eaten, etc.
Well, he is nursing a hangover, James.
Eh?
He is nursing a hangover.
Well, that's why I sort of just walked past that pretty quick. Facebook user says, anyone can, any way we can join the stream. So what we've done is we've got a load of participants who will have got links and stuff to join the stream. And we are pretty full, if I'm honest. So if the opportunity arises at some point, then yes, maybe we can sort that. But certainly in the first couple of episodes or parts, we're going to stick to the list we got, because otherwise it's just going to get really complicated and confusing.
Yep.
But yes, thank you for the interest. I'm being really rude because I'm not actually saying. Zale. Zale's in
Singapore.
Is it Singapore? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We shall most definitely try.
Yeah, so I will try my best to figure something out if I can. Leave it for a little bit, because we're here till half 12 on this episode, and I sent a message out to everyone, so I don't really want to complicate that. So that's fine. Where is that? Facebook user, which is Callum Parker. He's saying pulling an all-nighter in New Zealand to watch this.
Nice one, Callum.
Sure you drink coffee,
you.
eat, and all that sort of stuff. Look after yourself. Don't want you to be ill. But thank you anyway. It's great to have you here. Domain says, good evening from Oz. Too much going on this weekend to join the build, but we'll definitely be jumping in and out to support the shenanigans. Love your work.
Appreciate it.
Such a brilliant initiative. Yeah, thank you. And you may have guessed by now, if James is reading the chat out, keep it simple, because James can't read well. That is Paul is saying heading multiple conversations. Okay. And Zal's just saying that, yeah, do PM me, James. Yeah, no, I will do. It'd be lovely to get you on, so we'll try and sort something out. Don't know how we'll go through the whole event, but we'll try and do something. See if we can do something today. So yeah. And Wayne's just saying there that one the left of Carl as you look at the video. What's that for? I'm not sure.
Oh, on the left. Okay, he was the left of those three. No, it was Steph who asked, not Carl.
Okay, right, cool.
I asked him which one was him. But he's the one on the left.
Right, gotcha. Okay. So there you go.
I heard my name. What?
I got to be honest. I'm due some tablets, I think, because my head is a bit fuzzy. But anyway, you've obviously done a little roundup of where you got to with your build, Steph.
Mhm.
But I wasn't aware of what happened, because obviously I had to duck out and go and see else. So do you want to give us a quick show where you're up to?
Yep, a lot of the parts are in the house drying because they're primed. And can you sec? I have you got some guns on the side, so I've nipped them off, and I've put a bit of brass rod in just to make it look better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just in supporting you guys at the moment, so I'm going to pop inside and grab me breakfast because I'm bloody hungry.
Yes. Make sure you do
And then I will be back in about half an hour.
that. Okay, no problem.
And by then I should be able to bring everything in and start painting and spraying.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Nice.
So, yep, that's what I'm up to.
Cool.
So I'm going to drop out for a sec, and I will see you in a bit, guys.
All right, buddy.
See you in a
No
bit,
worries.
Steph.
See you in a bit. So, so obviously I'm building the Tamiya 148 German sidecar and motorcycle, or motorcycle and sidecar, depending on how you read it. Which is a simple little build. So I'm actually doing a base for it, which is what I've kicked off with. So that's the start of the base. This will need a bit of trimming. As you know, when you tuned in, I was busy with my hairdryer, hoping the glue is set on the bits of wood. I wasn't doing my hair because there's none to do. So I'm going to just leave that for a minute or two. Excuse me while I just cough. I do apologise. I'm just going to leave that a little bit longer just to make sure. I'm pretty certain it's all dry. And then I can trim off the edges here. And then I can seal all of that. And that will be ready for primer in the next 20-30 minutes.
Nice.
So that's cool. I haven't actually started the kit yet, as it's still here. The whole amazing sprue. But yeah, I shall thunder on with that in a little bit. But I wanted to get some bits and pieces done for this base first. So yeah, it's looking good so far. I've gone off on a bit of a tangent. You know, made an easy kit choice, so why wouldn't I? So there you go. So 50s Ben said, I bet you got some funny looks when you bought us a hairdryer. No, I can honestly say I've not gone into a shop and bought a hairdryer. I've not had that awkward moment like, you know, buying Durex over the counter when you were young. No, I didn't do that. I borrowed the wife's. Oh yeah, there we go. 30 people watching. Please make sure you say hello, have a chat, ask them questions. And obviously the Just Giving page link is just at the bottom of the screen there. Please give generously. I know you're going to save some pennies for the auction, and I super advise you to. We have 3 auctions, one in the UK, one in Australia, and one in the US. All of the items are you bid on. The postage is not included in what you bid. So bear that in mind. We ask you, if you're not in those regions, not to place a bid for an item so that people don't miss out. But if you desperately want an item and you're willing to pay lots and lots of money for postage, then to a degree we may be able to accommodate. But to keep things simple, I would advise you not to, because if you get stung customs or postage, that's down to you.
There are some of the people that have donated stuff as well that can't actually ship to the UK, US, or Europe. So be very, very careful. Yeah,
very, very careful. So if you stick to the regions, that's better. The one thing I would say in the UK is if you're in Europe and you're willing to take the hit on postage, which is quite expensive at the moment, we can accommodate that. but you must pay for it. And all that postage gets sent to our sponsors. And then what they do with that money is up to them. Some people have said they don't want the postage and they'll pay for it. But I've insisted that we keep it equal across the whole lot of the auction lots. Everyone's the same. And then we will send that postage money to them. And then if they choose to donate that, wonderful. If they don't and use it for the postage, that's fine. But it keeps it nice and simple that way. And then there's no questions asked about who did what, when, and how. So, yeah, that's coming up. We've got some trivia stuff to come up in the evenings across most of the streams. The wonderful Nat has put some stuff together. So that'll be fun. And then obviously we've got some messages as we go along. So, yeah, there we go. Ask some questions, chat. Are you, those that are watching, are you going to get involved in the build later on in your particular area, or what's the score?
What's the story, Jack and Ori?
Indeedy. So I'm just going to do a little bit of admin and have a fade. But you've been building something, haven't you?
I've been building something, yes.
I know it's not part of the 48-hour build, but what have you been building? Let me highlight you and you can show off what you've done.
I have been building this bad boy.
Ooh,
the
nice.
Iron Strider from Adeptus Mechanicus. So far we've got the main body done. It's not glued together yet, so the legs will come off. The main body is practically done. There's some bits are going on there, but they are being painted separately, like metal plates and things like that. We've just started building the figure this way, which sits onto this.
Oh, nice.
So there's another actual figure inside the machine there. I don't know if you can see that. It's another man. We are currently just building up the guns that sit on the front of it. What about there?
Nice.
So, yeah. So that's what I've been working on. Obviously, my 148th build, I'm not starting until the UK start this evening. So if you want to see what I'm building, then
have to tune in.
Tune in at 7:30 tonight. But I have done some pre-preparation, which was this. That might white out a little bit. So
yeah, just
what
nice
I'm
base.
building is going just a nice little simple base. I've done this first, so this plaster has plenty of time to settle. God, that is seriously whiting out, isn't it?
That is seriously white out now, yeah.
Yeah, it's snowing.
Yeah.
so yeah. So that's what I've been doing.
Done, yeah. So Facebook user, which is Mickey, says, for the auctions, how do the winners pay? So it's a really good question, actually. So what it is, we've got a PayPal account that's all set up. I was going to put a banner up explaining it all, but I decided that may not be a very good, secure way of doing it. So if you bid on an auction, you win. Then if you can PM personal message Steph through Facebook or myself, and then we can arrange the details for you to pay. We'll give you the total, including postage, etc. And that's how you pay. And then what we will do is we will divide that money. So the postage will go off to the sponsor, and the other bit will be put into the Just Giving page for you with your name. So it'll show you what it is. It's just a simple way of doing it. And then that way there's no issues or worries. But yeah, great question. I did Steph mention that last, because we did a flash auction last time, didn't we?
We've had one flash auction so far. Yes, I'm not sure if he did. I think he did message the winner.
Okay.
They're already in touch. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. So that's the other thing, of course, is if we can, we'll message you. But it's much easier. Bear in mind, we've got a lot going on, a lot of buttons to mash. So if you can message us, then we can get back to you ASAP. Steph is in charge of all the auction lots, and he's the kiddie to sort that out. But obviously, I'm the main host. Main host. I'm the person that caused all this trouble to start with, so I have to take some responsibility. So Wayne Cooper said, I can't wait for this evening. Building a 148th Tamiya Cromwell figures and hopefully a small diorama. Wow, nice. Go you! Liking that. Plastic Monkey's there. Hi Paul. He's saying that morning to.
Hi Paul.
Gareth Morris is in there. He's saying I shall be starting the Hobby 2000 Harrier GR7/9 at 7:30 this evening. A note I said starting. I'm not sure I'll finish. No, and that's a good point as well. If you want to get involved, yes, there is the challenge of building the kit within 48 hours. Of course there is. But it's not a stipulation that you finish. You can just get to a certain point. So if you've got, for example, because this would be totally insane, but if you've got a 148th U-boat and you want to build a section of that, that's fine. Then don't even have to finish that section. So that's fine. But yeah, get involved if you can. All the rules and that are on the Model Officers Mess Facebook group. And the more people get involved, the more pictures go up, the more everyone interacts. It's be super. Paul's there. He's saying finishing work, having a quick bite and planning to start my build soon. 7:30 UTC, which is +8 in Singapore. Why?
Nice.
Got a nice Wingsy A5M2B waiting for me. Nice. So that's cool. We also have Wafu Dave. John Marley's just going to come in a second or two. Wafu Dave says, I'm here to give support where I can. Couldn't commit to the build as other things going on. However, have donated, and I urge all that haven't done so yet to get donating. Big or small, it all helps. Absolutely.
That's much appreciated, Wafu.
Every pound or dollar or whatever stuff that you use in wherever you are in the world, it's everything helps. So please donate. It's a great cause. 50 Spinman says starting at 7:30, the Hobby Boss 148 Bearcat. Ooh, nice.
Indeed.
And we've got now I'm going to massacre this name, and I apologize in advance. But Ulf.
Or could be Olaf.
It could be Olaf, yeah. I say good morning, everyone. Tell us where you're from. That's interesting. Great to have you here. Thank you for saying good morning. And there we go. We've got the lovely John Marley from Australia. He's come and joined us as well from the last stream.
Hey, John.
Hello. How you doing?
Good. Just feel free to throw me and discard me whenever you want.
No, you're all fine. You're all fine. So we'll mention it in this stream as well. Obviously, we are supporting Models for Heroes, chosen charity every year. However, Model Officers Mess do support any charity around the world that does the same thing. So we are involved with group builds with for fundraising purposes with Scale Models for Vets in the Netherlands. Great friends with Stefan and Miranda and all the guys. And Mr. Marley is going to be at some point a superstar and create his own thing in Australia. And we were lucky enough for him to tell us. We were hoping we could launch it, but not quite there yet. So if you're watching and you're in Australia and you want to be a part of this amazing idea, contact John Marley and give him support. If you can't volunteer or whatever, there's always a way in which you can help. And if you're in a place of authority which you think you may be able to help, get in contact with him. Don't wait, do it now, because he needs the help, all the help he can, because it'll take a little bit of effort to get that sorted. But we're proud to be associated with it, and we'll in the future be proud to support him as well.
Indeed. Yes.
Thanks for the kind words, James.
Yeah, it's not kind words. It's just anyone that does anything to help anyone else is a hero, and someone that served in the forces is a hero anyway, because they've chosen that career. But to be a double hero, to look after your fellow colleagues, serving or not serving, is is something that should be shouted from the rooftops. So well done, you.
Thanks again.
Um,
I think people who work on railways are heroes.
Stop it. I don't physically work on them. I just stand next to them and watch the trains not move.
Yeah.
It just annoys the passengers. That's what he does.
Yes, I am the chief customer annoyer. Can you help me? Probably not. Go on. Do you know what time the train is? Yes, thank you. Junkworks is in. He's saying, "What, chaps? Hey,
I have Scott."
Yeah, so 33 people watching. I'm really, really gobsmacked with the numbers so far the last 2 streams. So thank you so much for taking the time and effort to tune in. I've got a feeling this year is going to be absolutely insane, which I'm so chuffed about. So thank you.
Indeed.
It does take a little bit of effort, but
Yeah.
but it's well worth it. And this year, I might as well give them a shout out to my amazing team. Have been there holding my hand all the way through this year, getting everything ready. Carl's been doing the artwork. Steph is doing all the auction stuff. Nat's done all the trivia stuff. Steve's been our media. I have to stop myself from saying the word, but he's the media guru. Not the word I was thinking, but it will do. Yeah, you know, without their support, it would have been a lot harder work. And in fairness, it wasn't until literally a couple of days ago that I realised that technically I'm not actually hosting any of the streams, which is a bit weird. Good planning. I might try and use that next year.
I think it might be time to hear from a beneficiary, to be honest.
That's where I was. That is so where I was heading. But go on, mash a button.
No. You're doing some work. Crack on.
You're right there. Okay, so let's.
Oh, look at
the
that.
Angry Man is the beer of choice from Mr. Marley. Actually, do you know what? Actually, I'm not going to do a beneficiary, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of a subtle hint because we may have some Australian viewers still watching. So this is a message from Metro Hobbies.
Hi guys, Max from Metro Hobbies. For myself and the team in Metro Hobbies, we'd like to thank and congratulate everybody that's taking part in the this year's 48-hour scale model challenge as part of the Models for Heroes charity. We want to encourage you to keep going, keep doing it well. I know 48 hours is not a long time to do a model, but it can be done. We've all done it ourselves at some stage. But other than that, look, just keep going, keep trying, enjoy yourselves. Remember what it's for, that you're helping people who are in need, who work in our first responders period and our troops overseas and things like that. So have fun with it. So as part of what Metro Hobbies is doing, there's an auction going to be on. And these are the kits that we've decided that we're going to donate to be auctioned. So there's lots of goodies here. Spray booth, Kiev, Australian Catalina. So, I know that you may have them already in your stash or you might want to have them in your stash, but in the end, just go on the auction, have a lot of fun, bid hard, bid well, beat your mates to it or whatever, because in the end, you're donating to a great charity who really look after these people that are involved in the charity. So guys, have a great day, keep going, get your model finished. I know it's going to be tough for some, but have fun with it. Have a great day. See you then.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
That's one of our sponsors from the Australian auction. A big, massive thank you for them to being involved again this year. We've also got some new guys got involved. We've got Models and Hobbies for You, I think it is, off the top of my head.
Yes,
Outlaw Paints. Outlaw Paints have been absolutely amazing. Yeah, you don't want to miss out on those lots. SMS Paints have donated, as well as I do believe the Models and Hobbies for You is actually a collaboration between other groups, other outlets. So Steph will back you up with that, because I've just suddenly remembered we only found out that literally about 24 hours ago, and I haven't written that down in my notes. So yes, this is scripted. I can tell you it's scripted. It's there. Loosely, because I can't read. So, yeah, it'll be what it is. So yeah, thank you to our supporters, giving you some amazing. I mean, not a photo booth, a spray booth. Jeez.
Yes.
And that's that's a really nice one. It's got LED lights, etc. So it's not a cheap thing to be given away. So having a quick look at the chat. Excuse me. Micro Machines podcast. This says, why did I choose a 1949 tooling Lindenberg F86A Sabre? Because it's all I had and I'm an idiot. No, you're not. It's all good. It's all good. Zale is saying everyone is a hero in this and her way, in his or her way. Absolutely. I just want to double check. I think it was Zale that was saying about getting into the stream. I have sent you a PM, so look at your PM. Matt Lambert is there. He says, hello, just watching in again after the Aussie section, enjoying the conversation whilst I'm working on the computer. No, that's all good. Paul is there, and he's just saying, if I can highlight the damn thing, there you go. Me too, Matt. Skullfish is in.
Hey,
good morning, all. Junkworks is there, and he's saying, we didn't join up to fight for what is in front of us. We joined up to fight for what we left behind.
indeed.
Indeed. Ian Douthwaite, the lovely Ian, he's there, Mr. Scratch Builder himself. My build will be a strange fusion of my truck building and Warhammer. If AWJ did 40k in my homage to the haulage firm I build models for. So yeah, that'll be interesting.
Indeed.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
gone really left field with it, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all good. So I've just trimmed up while we were watching that video. I just trimmed up my little bit of wall that I've made. The glue is all set. I think it's all ready to go. So I'm just going to seal that, and then I can prime it. Woohoo! So yeah, a little bit of Mod Podge. Good old Mod Podge. Excuse. Don't fear, everybody. I've got 2 lungs, so I can cough one up at a time.
Yeah, but you lost one a few months ago, did you?
Yeah, no, I had I think I can safely say I had the flu, because it certainly wasn't a cold, and I've had nothing like it before in my life. And it knocked the actual pile of stuff out of me. It wasn't pleasant at all. But recovered
Wasn't
from
a spicy cough? It was just a cold and flu.
Sorry?
Wasn't a spicy cough?
Yeah, no, it was. I got cough. Well, it was similar to how I feel now, to a point. I don't feel quite as rough, but at one point they were thinking it might be pneumonia, and they went from what was it? I think it was a chest infection to pneumonia to cancer, all in the space of about 3 weeks.
Right.
Which was a bit scary. Luckily, it wasn't. It was all good. So, but yeah, it wasn't pleasant.
No.
I'm not really one for taking time off work, but I was off for a little while. But yeah, never mind. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit of hodgepodge on. So what I've done here is I've used balsa wood, obviously, as you can see. This is just a little bit of the black stuff is a little bit of styrofoam, and then I've done some brickwork, which is actually using a material called balsa foam, which is a carvable foam. And when I say carvable, what I mean by that, I mean you can carve styrofoam, obviously, but this stuff is when you start carving it, it comes off like powder. It's like sawdust. So it's a really, really good thing to do intricate carving with, which this isn't. It's not that intricate. All I've actually used, you can use a scalpel or a carving tool of some description. They're all easy to use. But what I actually used was a little bit of brass, wherever it's gone, rectangular tubing, and I can't find it. I was going to show it, but I can't.
Right.
That'll be the first bit I've lost then. Luckily, I've finished using it. So, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, all I've done is just used it like a stamp and just imprinted the bricks and then gone over it with a little bit of a carving tool. This little tool here, and it's great stuff. I discovered it a few years ago when I did a build, and what you potentially can achieve with your carving is really down to your imagination. Just brilliant stuff. A little bit difficult to get hold of now. My person that I used to get it from doesn't do it anymore because they lost the ability to do so. But it is out there, and I would implore you to pick some up. It's well worth it. So yeah, I'm just putting a bit of hodgepodge on here because it is a product that will soak up your paint. So by putting a bit of Mod Podge, it just seals it, makes it a little bit easier as well when it comes to painting. But I'm glad to say that was the bit I was worried about doing, so I got that bit done first, obviously. So a big thank you to everybody that is getting involved. Like I said earlier, I think I will double check it after this part because there's a little bit of a break before this evening. But I think it's around about the 130 mark of people that have decided to get involved, which is amazing. Way, way, way more than last year. And I'm pretty certain that's a big thank you to the amount of work that Steve's put in to advertise the event. Obviously, we are. I do a podcast, and all my colleagues that do podcasts have got behind us this year again, and they've been talking about it in some cases all year. So yeah, that's definitely would have helped. So welcome to the mess. We've had an awful lot of people join in the last week. We're up to just over 2,500 people members in the group, which is amazing. I did say last year that if the group got to a certain number, there would be a free draw, but you'd have to make sure you have subscribed to the YouTube channel to a point. Obviously, I think we're heading that way. So if you've got people that you think might be interested in the group and they're not members, recommend the group to them, get them involved, because there will be that opportunity to come up. And the last thing I will say about the group is, obviously we're putting this event on, but we do have other plans during the year for group builds and stuff, which we do from time to time. So get involved. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm going to have to unmute that mic so many times today. I'm sure that's not part of my lunch. But yeah, there we go. Carl, can I leave you for just 2 seconds? Carl?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, sorry. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
No worries. No worries. Right.
Got the music in my head again.
That won't disappear for about 6
3
months.
months. Right.
Yes. Okay. Where did James get to in the chat? So we know
yeah,
there. Okay. So Paul Cave is asking James, what's the stand thing you have your cotton bud resting on? So that is James's little display super glue dispenser. You put a little dab of super glue on the top there. Apparently the way it's designed, it's like got a little concave little depression on the top of there, and it helps to keep the super glue wetter for longer. It stops it from curing too quickly, so you can work with it. I believe that's what that is. Made by Display. And Scott from the Junk Works is saying, James, get yourself some high quality vitamin C, D, zinc, and quercetin. Hope will help you fight that flu off.
Okay, cool. That's a good thing. Funny enough, actually, that was one thing that I was very deficient in, zinc. So I might get some more of that.
So Ray Davis, hello. How are you?
There we go. And he says hello to everybody else as well. And Edward Miller should be saying, morning, everyone. I've got everything ready for the 1930 tonight with the Tamiya 148th US motor carriage. Oh, and is John Marley video feed upside down?
What I will say is you can now see why my avatar on Facebook is Bert from Sesame Street. I've got the same shaped head.
See, I was really good. I never said nothing.
There's a first.
Yeah, it's unusual. But... Right, cool. Pleased with that. That'll do. In the spray booth to go. Oh, I might actually start doing a bit of the metal kit.
What?
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? Oh.
Behave yourself now. Come on.
I know. I'm just going to sit down and calm myself. Oh. Rah. Right, now I do have a slight problem.
Oh.
How am I going to get around that, I wonder? Right, okay. Right, we'll do that, I think. Let's take that off. So I just suddenly realised I've got no more paint clips because they're all full of stuff.
Well, if you come over, I can hand you some.
Oh, cool. Okay, on the way.
I'll just hang on. I'll just throw it to you.
I'll be back by Tuesday.
Yeah, right.
Next week.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I thought we got rid of him.
No, of course not.
Steph, quick question.
Quick answer.
I know that you're in contact already, but did you happen to mention when you did the flash auction how people are meant to pay?
No, I didn't. I need to. I believe it's through PayPal, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I am. A question was, I don't know who won the flash auction. Was it Mick by any chance?
Mikey Hart. I've got it
Right.
written down, and he paid $20 US.
Yeah, cool. No
Yes,
worries.
Phil.
He asked how he was meant to pay, and I asked him to send a message to you or myself. Okay.
Cool, fine.
But yeah, not a problem. I was going, like I said, I'll just repeat what I said. I was going to put a banner up, but I decided that it might not be very secure, as it's a PayPal account. So PMs, and we'll do it between us.
Yep.
Ray Davis is in there in Facebook user saying hello, James Giffins. Hi Ray, how you doing, buddy?
Is that Ray from Spain?
It's Ray from
Yeah.
Is he
Western
keeping
Sydney.
mainly off the plane?
I've met Ray. I invited him to come up to Newcastle to come to our model club meeting, and he came. And we spent a day together, and I showed him around the museum here where I volunteer.
Nice.
Showed him around that aircraft, which is one of the auction things tonight. So that would look familiar to you, Ray, yeah? Hell of a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
He tolerated me for a full day. And he's still a friend on Facebook. So patience of things.
Sorry. A quick clarification from Mikey there. He's in Oz, and he paid in you Aussie dollars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ray says, doing good, and thanks for the funnies. Sprue and Glue's there saying, good morning. James
Morning, David.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, remember, stick your thumb up. On the
Stick your thumb
YouTube
up where?
Yeah, on the YouTube channel. Yes,
Oh,
it does
right,
help with the. It does help with the analytics of the channel. So, and Ray's just saying to the John, mate, you're a legend.
Clearly, you're mistaking me for my twin brother.
He's a legend in his own tea time.
He is.
Sorry about that. Let me just mute. I'm just vibrating.
I am hoping that's not the opposite end to what we can see.
You know it is.
You know it is.
Sorry, James, what was that?
Nothing.
Nothing? No. Go back to whatever you were doing down there.
We moved past that.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Move along.
Yeah. Oh dear. So right, that gives me that. I can start that. That needs to go with that. Tidy up, tidy up, tidy up. Oh. And Ray's just commenting, saying, baked beans, anyone?
But this time of night.
Sprue and Glue saying, was he blowing his nose? Yeah, that's what I meant. As Al saying, 3 minutes to go. Yeah, indeed. Singapore's 3 minutes away from starting.
Oh, Singapore, yeah.
Indeed. Yeah.
Oh, honestly, how exciting is that? I'm so chuffed. Thank you so much for getting involved.
Yes.
Another pin in the map. Facebook user, that'd be Ray, saying, a classic scene from Blazing Saddles. Oh, yes.
Oh, you see, Disney Plus has History of the World Part 2 available now.
Yep.
Has what, sorry?
History of the World Part 2. It's taken Mel Brooks 40 years to make a sequel to History of the World Part 1.
Oh, okay.
It's on Disney Plus, and it's hilarious. And there's all sorts of swear words and stuff, which is uncharacteristic of Disney, but good on them.
Yeah, good for them. It's nice to see something like that. Carl, question there from Scott. It's Scott, isn't it? Junk Works. Yeah. He said, are you heading to Perth Nationals this year?
Yes, me and Lisa and Mark Ewing will be there. I'm hoping Mark's there for Models for Heroes. We will be manning the stand there for Models for Heroes. So if you come along, please, Scott, come along, say hello. We've not spoken person to person since you actually came here for Telford a few years ago.
Mm.
Yeah, Scott came here. We drove down to Telford together. So Because Scott's all the way up in Orkney. So, yeah, if you come down, definitely come say hi. Lisa would like to catch up, I'm sure. She stole the puffin, by the way. I'm not allowed it anymore. So yeah, we'll be there for Models for Heroes.
Only one viewer in Singapore?
Sorry, what was that, John?
Only one viewer in Singapore? One participant?
I'm not sure.
believe
James?
so.
I believe so, yeah.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I reached out. Oh, I'm not sure actually. There might be two. I've lost track. My brain's just not working. I know it didn't work before. Stop it. Yeah, I reached out to somebody and asked. Well, I actually reached out to two different people and asked if they knew anybody. Maybe there was a model club or something like that. And the feedback I got was that they didn't think people would be interested. But the message went out and there was a few mumbles and grumbles. So, well, not mumbles and grumbles. There were a few mumblings of, oh, that sounds interesting. So positive, but maybe next year, I think. But we're going to, if we can increase the numbers in Singapore next year,
Yes.
we're also going to try. I've reached out to a couple of clubs in Brazil.
Wow.
So we're going to try and get
Nice.
some from the Americas as well. Just for fun. Why not?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're watching this and you're new to the Model Officers Mess, it's something we do every year. Around about the same time, I think this will be the date for next year. Same sort of weekend. So the second weekend of next year in March, and we'll be doing the same thing again, but in a very different way. So yeah, if you're in anywhere that's not featured, reach out, let us know.
Yes.
Get involved. You've got a year to plan yourself. So, if you're in a model club, there's every opportunity for you. If you've got a venue for your club, you could even do something that gets everyone together at the venue for the 48 hours. So, it's open to all sorts of interpretations for how it benefits you and also the charity and us. So, but yeah, that'd be cool. Got a few ideas for next year already. We're not going to go too mad. Although we have had some crazy ideas, but we're not going to go too mad next year. We're just going to refine what we do this year, get this year right, and refine it a little bit.
Indubitably.
I keep going off and having a cough. I do apologise.
You know what they say? It's not the cough that carries you off.
No, it's right.
The coffin that carry you off in.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, it won't be a coffin. A black sack. If I'm lucky, I might get black.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Bit presumptuous of you, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I'll rein myself back in. Right, where do I start with this then? Oh, okay, right. So yeah. So we've been going for an hour already. Just time flies. We'll be going on till 12:30 UK time. Whatever that is where you are. Plastic Alchemist is in. He's saying hello to everyone.
Hello.
No.
Hi, Nunu. You all right? I'm sure you're all ready for getting involved. The craft station. The craft station says thinks most peeps have been unfortunate to catch a bug of some kind this winter. Carl and I both had flu and colds over the last few weeks. Yeah, it's because we were all hiding indoors. It's not helped us. It has, but it hasn't. If you know what I mean. But one of those fun things. Where did you get to with the chat, Carl?
I got two. Let me have a look, see, and I will tell you. The last thing you said was the comment from Scott. You were asking me whether.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
you
of
had
course.
Perth.
That's right. Okay, so a question from Edward. He says, for clarity, is that Perth northern or southern hemisphere? And yeah, that is northern Scotland.
Most definitely northern, yes.
Excuse me. A little bit of chat between yourselves. That's always good to see. Interaction. If you're messaging me, thank you for the message. I will get to it when I can. Joke works. That's what I'm looking for. That one there. Oh, are you showing it or not showing it? Come on, you silly thing. There you go. I was thinking about coming down. Not sure if I can afford it though. I was planning on entering the competition with the Challenger 1 build, if I can get it finished in time.
Oh, Defo! If you get a chance to finish it, bring it down. Defo, enter it. Obviously, it's not quite as big as Perth, so there's not as many people in the competition area.
Indeed. We got someone in the green room. We'll get to them in a minute. My chat's just jumped like a mother.
Hey, Edward, you wouldn't believe where my twin brother is at the moment.
Where is he?
Singapore.
Singapore.
He's in Perth. So
Perth.
the southern
He's in Perth as well, southern.
Yes. He's about to head back to Melbourne tonight.
Ray Davis is just saying this is the closest to the bench I've gotten in months.
Good on
Glad
you.
to join in
Good.
and watch this great and worthwhile event happening. Thanks, mate. Always great to have your support.
Yep. It's good to see you at the bench.
Oh, very much.
Have you finished your Star Wars figures, Ray?
Plastic Alchemist is saying a quick stop for a snack and watching this wonderful lot. Well done, you. All my good friends and ready to go. Yeah, I know. Plastic Alchemist is talking to Dominic as well. Crazy Loco's there saying howdy, PA. I hope you're all well. He says, thanks, PA. I'm sleepy. Woke up to change the stream to the current. Okay. Friedrich's there. I've never seen the Hobby 2000 Harrier that is being auctioned off before. Is that a UK exclusive from them or something? It's actually something that is was made put together by Tiger Hobbies in the UK. So yeah, it is an unusual boxing, and apparently very accurate. So well worth a play for that, definitely. So there you go. Anyway, we've been jailed. We've been jailed apparently.
Again,
yeah. So we've been joined by Zale. Hi,
Hello,
Zale. How are you
Zale.
doing?
Hello, Zal.
welcome. Boom.
He's there.
He is there. I can hear him.
I can hear his heartbeat.
He's just
Hey,
servicing.
good evening, everybody.
There
Good
we
evening.
go. Hi, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, Zal here from Singapore.
Nice.
Hello, Singapore.
Excellent. Maybe a happy bunny coming in. Oh, and he's left. No, he
There we
hasn't.
go.
He's just dropped out. He'll be back in a minute, I'm sure.
He'll be back.
Quickly go over to the chat while he's just sorting his technical issues out. Oh no, he's back. Is he back? Is he back? Yes, he is. He's smiling.
Yeah, sorry about it. I'm
How you doing, buddy? You all right?
good.
Excellent. Well, great to have you here.
Thank you.
What are you going to be building?
A Hanomag SS100.
Oh, wonderful.
Ooh.
Yeah, so here.
Cool.
Cool. And you are just about to start, I believe. Well, no, have
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, need to find my Tamyatin.
Excellent. Well, that's brilliant. Okay, well, I'm just going to go through the chat. Nice to have you with us.
Yeah, thank
Indeed.
you.
And yeah, good luck with the model. Happy modelling.
All right.
Let's. Friedrich's just saying that explains it. Now I need it. Yeah, absolutely, you do. It's meant to be a really good kit. Can't recommend it enough. Edward Millership is saying, right, I must move myself and get a few things done before my start. I just might do a bit of lurking. Great to see everything starting well. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Nunu is just saying to me, Plastic Alchemist is saying, James, don't pretend to be sick so that you've got an excuse not to finish your kit.
Yeah.
Wait till you see what he's actually attempting.
He was attempting to make it alive till Monday, I'm sure.
Sorry.
What's up? Did we lose James?
Yeah, I'm
I
just
think
having
he's
my
bringing
ass
up his-
kicked. I'll be back in a minute.
I think he's bringing up his spare lung. Okay, so, right, where were we with chat? So we've got David from Sprue and Glue fame saying he was poorly, but he's okay now. Thank you. It's good to see David. We've got Facebook user James. I hope that you get over that bug you have. I think we've read that.
Yeah.
Plastic Alchemist is here. There's somebody else that's very, very excited to be getting going today.
Wonderful.
Dominic saying hi to Plastic Alchemists. He's saying he's all good and ready to go. Crazy Loca. Oh, was it Locha? It was Crazy Locha, wasn't it? Saying howdy PA. Everybody's saying everything. Everyone's saying they're ready. Okay. Right, so Ray Davis is saying he's just swapped over to the YouTube channel. John, he hasn't quite finished the Droid Trio yet, but he's hoping to get to it very, very soon.
Wonderful. Well, looking fantastic. So look forward to seeing those completed. And seeing you again, mate.
And Crazy Lug saying, yes, Mr. Skiffins, I was sleeping because it got too quiet. I woke up. I do have to make my trips driving this weekend. And Ray is asking, John, did you finish the 48 scale RAAF Mirage?
Yes, I did. It's sitting at 77 Squadron in their display cabin. So it's, one of the last things I did is hand it to the CO, and he put it with the other 77 aircraft that I built for them. So I don't have access to it anymore.
Yeah. Excellent. And Paul Gallagher is saying, good to see you on screen, Zal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Julian Gary Davies. Hello, Manic Modelers. Hello, Julian.
Julian.
And that is Plastic Alchemist saying, okay, guys, break finished. See you guys soon. And that is us. Oh, no. Ray Davies saying, that's good to hear, John.
It's come up all right, too. As I say, I don't have access to it anymore, but it looks... I was happy with it. I'll find a photo and I'll flash it up for you.
Cool.
Yes, I can.
That is us caught up with chat for now.
Well done.
I need my drill bits.
Right. let's just remind you guys. Why did I put that?
Yeah, let's have a reminder of why we're here.
Yeah, so just remind you that obviously, please make sure you take breaks, make sure you eat, make sure you drink sufficiently, get up, stretch your legs, do a jiggy, whatever. Oh, hang on. Oh, well, that's
So, Zal, how long have you been modelling for?
Yeah. 15 minutes.
Yeah, so since sorry, trouble with the mic. Since 1990, I guess.
Okay,
1990.
quite
Yeah,
some time then.
yeah, that was when I was like 10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah, mainly armor modeling.
Mainly armour.
Mm-hmm.
Any preferred nation of armour?
World War II, German
German,
armor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been to Singapore. It's beautiful.
Oh, really? It's pretty hot.
Yes, it's
It's always hot.
yeah. I was stuck there for a week with a broken aircraft once, and yeah. It was the Elmara Hotel near the bay there.
Oh, Amara Hotel. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, it's there. I
Yeah,
stayed
Amara
there
Hotel. Yeah.
in the room every night because we expected to leave every day, but the plane was well broke.
Yeah.
But no, it's a beautiful country. Love the food.
True. Okay.
Motorbike.
It's pretty expensive here.
It's getting like that everywhere. I don't know how I'm ever going to fit this together.
Slowly.
Well, so here's, if you can zoom in on this just for a moment, I'll show what's going on. So there's not much material.
With yourself. There we go.
So if you can see there, rowing. That's seat and seat belt, control column, and that's about it. That goes in that with bits and bobs and all that sort of stuff. So it's not that many pieces, but trying to get it all, as you can see, it's just basically very, very thin.
Yeah.
Nothing to support it there. So just trying to get it to close up. I'm doing a fair bit of fettling and everything else, but I'll get there. Fact is, you're not going to see much of it because even like it's a full engine cow. So you won't see that. But even the interior, I mean, for the pilots to get in, they had to go down sideways to get their shoulders in. Very, very thin aircraft. So, I can paint it, but you're not going to see it. But, I'm going to do the best I can because that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Exactly. What's it they say? It's been done.
That's right. Speaking of which, stand by, I'll grab something else. Right. So this is for you, Steph. It's a Vulcan interior. So this is a full photo etch. And none of that will be seen again. So it's probably a bit out of focus. But
Nice.
the two ejection seats there, and of course then you got the area down the back with the three guys. Will never be seen again.
No.
But I know it's there.
That's
It's
it.
remarkable how little you see once the nose is together with the two halves. But it's a joy to build.
That looks awesome, John.
Oh, thank you. But I'm not opposed to doing things that no one will ever see again, because that's what my trade was in Air Force. Work on boxes behind panels and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, being a fairy.
Yes, being a fairy. Thank you very much. I should
Very
just
welcome.
concentrate on being a human now, though. But yeah, no, this will come together. I'm enjoying it. I'm smiling.
That's what it's about.
Oh, yes, very much.
Point if it didn't make you smile.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get it together, but I'll just keep whittling away till it fits, because I could do the easy thing and just not have an interior, but
Where's the fun in
Somebody
that?
else built it. All right. Down to a file now. Try and thin it down a bit.
Oh yeah, that's all part of the fun of model making. That is making the bits in which you'll never see again.
Oh, yeah. Right, back in the mo, folks.
Wonderful.
No worries. Now. A13. What the hell is A13 when it's at home?
I didn't explain then what I'm working on, so I'll just flash that up. Don't zoom in, but yeah, Supermarine S5, Schneider Cup winner.
Mm-hmm. Does look very nice. Right, so do I make that? Let's put the springs in first.
Here we go. Got it.
Okay, I guess I can then in that case. Take that off. I think once I've taken on Mrs. to work, I think I'm going to slide into bed for a little while. A couple of Zs.
Right.
So Junkworks is just saying there, Carl, that I was trying to get a group of us from Orkney to Perth to the Perth show. Not had much luck though.
Oh, Ray Davis. I was going to show you a picture of the Mirage. So,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were.
So here we are.
Hang on. Let me just
Probably not the best image, but come up all right. Looks very Mirage-y. But, as I say, that's sitting alongside an F-35, P-40, and a Mustang, all in the same squadron display cabinet from 77 Squadron, Royal Australian Air Force. And as I say, it's in a building I don't have access to anymore, so good on them. I think it'll outlive me, in fact, because you know what it's like. If something goes in a display cabinet, it becomes over time historical. So
Yeah.
I reckon they'll be there well after I'm gone, which is pretty cool when you think of it, because they're not special, but you know,
Very cool.
someone will see it one day and just go, like that. That's cool.
Yeah, who did that?
Oh, I actually saw my name on the inside of one of them, thinking that someone's going to stomp on it one day and just go, oh, God, look at that. Tutankhamun left his name here. I've never done that before, and I probably won't do it again, but I just thought it'd be a bit of fun. Oh.
Yeah, it's not something I've done before, actually, but I can see the appeal of it. A23. What? Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ, how small are these bits? I think.
They're featuring decals already.
Huh?
The Steph doing decals already.
It looks that way.
Yep, I'm Declan.
Sal, I'm just going to mute your mic a little minute because you've got some window feedback.
Wow. That's looking fantastic, Steph. Crack over here.
Look all right when you get some paint on it.
Oh, yes.
So the fit's good? You enjoying the build so far?
Oh, fit is brilliant. It's a hell of a lot better than the one last year.
That was going all right till he got to the rigging.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that one I finished. That was all right. That was. It was the one I started before that was the problem.
I'll be honest, I can't remember which one it was, Steph. You built so
it's
many
frog
that
foot.
weekend.
You know the frog foot we bought at Telford?
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, I remember now. I got away with that, Carl, didn't I?
You did. 100% you got away with that.
Excellent. He'll get me later, don't worry.
He's still trying to work out what you've got away with. It's all right.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah. Too late now. Move on.
Swiftly.
Let it go. Let it go. No, don't start singing.
Don't. No.
That won't help my voice.
Well, that's a pretty good match for the interior colour, really, isn't it? Lovely.
So a quick message to Mark Thompson. If you're watching this stream, I have seen your message. I will answer you after this stream. Sorry, but I'm not going to do that right now. That would involve multitasking at the moment. I'm trying not to cough my lung up.
Sorry, you got two.
Oh, well, yeah, no.
Got a spare. What's up with you?
I know. I'm being a wuss. I'm making a big thing of it.
Suffer in silence. That's what I say.
All right, then. Fair enough.
Fairy snuff.
I'm only doing it so I don't have to finish my build.
Exactly.
Can't believe I was sus so quickly.
I can. You know what this internet bunch are like. Pick up on anything.
Well, true enough. Let's do 148. What a good idea.
It'll be fun, they said.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it, they said.
I'll tell you what, when I meet that James, he's off going to get a mouthful from me.
Yeah. Skiffins!
Oh, do you know what? I thought my headmaster was back in the room then for a second.
Can you remember that far back?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I remember the slate and, you know, the chalk and all that. Best pair of slippers I ever had, that was.
Best pair of slippers you've ever been smacked with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in the day when I were a lad.
Yeah, when I.
Indubitably.
Right, pin mice. Drill, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I don't want one that big. Said the actress to the bishop. What size drill bit? 8. 8. Should pour glue in the box, it says. It's Tamiya. When did you start having to drill things in a Tamiya kit?
What was it? Pour and shake?
Well, that's what I was always told with Tamiya. I got to drill something. Well, I never.
Ping! Ah! You little tinker, you're not getting away that easily.
Oh my, that's uncharacteristic. You finding something?
Straight away as well. What's going on there, like? Something's seriously going wrong here.
Yeah, I am a little worried. You seem to be showing a great deal of confidence, which is good. Don't get me wrong.
But am I getting overconfident?
But it's just is it a false sense of security?
Probably.
So did my instrument panel end up on your desk?
Probably, mate.
It's there somewhere. It's in a different dimension, but it's definitely there.
I'm going to mute myself while I use some colourful language.
Understood.
So tempting to unmute him.
Would you do that?
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah. Well, hang on. I've got to think about that. Oh yeah, I equally set people up. You know, I'm not. I don't just pick on one person.
You're an equal opportunist.
Opportunist, absolutely. Absolutely. Right. I'm gonna unmute Zal. It's still windy. Oh. I've got to think about that. That's got to be done first. Think about that. Do I put that in? I might put that in now, might I? Excuse me while I'm busy talking to myself. I'll tell you what, actually. It's just gone 12 o'clock. So why don't we have a look at one of the new features for this year? It is another coffee break, but with an added extra. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes just to go and grab a cup of coffee and then come back because there's a video that you want to watch. By which time, John's colourful language. Or maybe not.
Once he's found that instrument panel, the colourful language will stop.
Yeah,
I don't know where it is. In fact, I figured if I didn't fit it, you'd never know if I didn't tell you. But that's not working out so well for me, is it?
John, isn't it just there on your right hand side?
No.
Ah, okay then.
You know, you're not going to find it until you've scratch built one.
No, you're not.
Yeah, and then you'll find it stuck to your elbow.
That's right.
Hang on.
So you can see where it came from. A little photo etch jobby.
Right. Yeah.
Half the size of a fingernail. So I don't know where it went.
It's not stuck to your T-shirt, is it?
No, it's only manly men down there.
It's not stuck to your beard, is it?
There was a moment's pause there. It's like, hold on. What?
Look at this down there is a new adventure. So, you know.
Don't stress about it. Right. Okay. So while we leave John to look for his half a fingernail cockpit detail, I'm gonna go with our new bit to watch.
Hello, everyone. Gilbert here, Red Dragon Model Works. I was honored when Mr. James Skiffin asked me if I would record a little tips or technique video for you guys during this 48-hour build. You know, and I kind of struggled on it. You know, at first I was like, well, what can I show these guys that they probably don't know already? So I came up with everyone knows I airbrush. I primarily use an airbrush. I primarily use a Badger Sotar, an Omni 4000 Thayer Chandler. Some of you in the UK know it as the Apex. The Patriot. I have Iwatas, I have Microns, I have all that stuff. But my primary use is this guy right here for most of what I do. What I want to discuss is trigger control, muscle memory. Now, a lot of guys, and throughout the years, I've taught this to people, and it helps. What a lot of people fail to realize is it's muscle memory. The finger on the trigger, and as you pull back, it's muscle memory. So I tell people, learn, take a couple of minutes while you're sitting down, you're watching a video or something, and just move that trigger back and forth. Just sit there with it, back and forth. Put some water in it, and just do this. Whoop. Just do this slowly, back and forth. And I can see the stream coming out. And what this does is it reteaches, it reinforces that muscle memory from here to here, and how you pull it back and forth on the needle. Even I've been airbrushing since 1984 off and on. If I'm away from an airbrush for more than, I don't know, say 3-4 days, this is what I do to get that muscle memory back. I don't go into it cold and just, because there's where you end up having trouble with your control. So just before you sit down to do any kind of airbrush work, whether it be acrylics, lacquers, urethanes, whatever, just put a little water in here, in your airbrush, and just slowly go back and forth. Put a video on, listen to a song, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and just back and forth. That's all you need. If you've been airbrushing, but you walked away from it, and you go in and you pick it up cold, chances are you're gonna get some spinning. It's gonna take a couple of seconds for you to get the hang of it again. But this way, it reinforces that muscle memory. I do it. Most of the people I know do it, that are in the industry. They'll sit there and they'll just get the feel back in there. I don't care how long you've been airbrushing, muscle memory is a thing. And if you're away from something for long enough, your brain needs to click again with the muscle memory in the fingertip. It's just like, for those of you that shoot, muscle memory. That's all it is, the squeeze of the trigger. So just do this, back and forth with a little bit of water until the water's empty out of the cup, and just reestablish that finger control, that memory control, the brain to the finger to the airbrush, and you'll be a happy camper. The other thing I wanted to mention is airbrush cleaner. Now, everybody knows I make my own acrylic. Keyword, acrylic, airbrush cleaner. It's this. It's jokingly referred to as Jesus Juice. Thank you, Norm LaJoie. He's the one that named it many years ago. I didn't name it that, but the name stuck. And what it is 1 part isopropyl alcohol, 1 part windshield washer fluid, the rest is distilled water. You can add ammonia to it. Now, ammonia does not hurt your airbrush. It will not destroy the finish. Ammonia is probably the best airbrush cleaner out there. The problem people have with it is they'll let it sit overnight, and that's where you run into trouble. If you run some ammonia through it, it's not going to hurt it as long as you clean it out right away. I add a cap full of ammonia to my windshield washer fluid, or to my Jesus Juice. I also add sometimes a cap full of crud cutter. Those of you in the U.S. know what that is, crud cutter. I'll add a little bit of that into it and just shake it up real good, and that's good for soaking the airbrush. So I hope you guys are enjoying your 48-hour build. Happy birthday to the Models Officer Mess, James Skiven. You honor me by allowing me to do this. Thank you very much. You guys enjoy your 48-hour build. Enjoy your models. Enjoy airbrushing, guys. This is Gilbert saying peace.
The legend Gil Mondragon. What a legend! He's
indeed he is a lunatic.
He is.
He is a lunatic. He is amazing. He really is.
He's brilliant. Dominic just saying Gilbert is a great inspiration to me. I'm going to apply his techniques to the bust I ordered. Yeah, I'll be honest. Gil, going back many years ago, Gil was one of the first people that I got to know, yeah, thanks, Carl. I got to know right at the beginning of my modeling journey on Facebook and YouTube, and he has been an utter legend and inspiration to me in what I do, not just in model making. In fact, Gil is the sort of person, for me anyway, that if I've got a question, I can pop him a message and he'll answer it every single time. It might take a little while because he's busy, he's got a life like everyone else, but he's always there to help. And it's an honor for me that he accepted the request. And I'll be honest, he was one of the first guys that I asked to do it, and one of the first to actually get the video to me. And I sat there and watched it. And I'll be honest, with the video tips, I asked a whole load of people, and most of them said, well, what sort of thing you're looking for? And I said, I've got to be honest, I've got no idea. I just don't know. I couldn't, if you're asking me to make one, I wouldn't know where to start. I don't know. And Gil did think about it and struggle. And you know what a simple tip, but what an amazing tip. I watched it as soon as he sent it to me, and I was just like, wow, hit the ground running and just stormed across as usual. So thank you, Gil, for that. And yeah, it's something I'd never thought about, muscle memory. I know it's a thing, but I never thought about it. And watching that video and relating it back to when I have struggles with airbrushing, it's always down to that one thing every single time. So
yes,
an amazing tip. Thank you, Gil. A little highlight for you. Carl just reminded me. Just to let you know that we are now, where are we? Sort of 4 hours into the 48-hour group build. Obviously, in the Australian group build. However, the Just Giving page, which the donation link is there at the bottom of the screen, scrolling across, has
I'm just
already
going to share it now.
Oh, well, here you go. Drum roll. Long drum roll.
That's it. It's up.
Look at that.
No,
500
well done, guys.
already. Thank you so much, everybody. That is
just,
truly amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That's just
amazing. It's look at that. Look at those last couple of donations there.
Wow.
Hey, Trev.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, really good.
And those of you that do, please put your name down. There's a reason for you putting your name down. It's at some random points over the weekend. We are going to be doing a little spinny wheel thing like we did last year, for some extra little bits to be sent out for those that are supporting us on the Just Giving page. So please put your name when you make a donation.
Yeah, so Lisa will be doing that throughout the stream in a random fashion. We called it the Wheel of Amazingness or something last year. I can't remember. Or Wheel of Opportunity, or I can't remember, Wheel of something. But Lisa wanted to change the name this year, and she hasn't actually told me what we're calling it this year. But it'll be the Wheel of
Wheel, I think.
The Wheel. Oh, now if you're in the UK, you know where that's going to go. But anyway, so what we do as just an added bonus and an added thank you, your names will be put into a random draw, and if your name is pulled out, we'll contact you and we'll send you something just to say thank you. It's the very least in which we can do. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be an airbrush or anything super amazing, but it's just a little something to say thank you. So guys, thank you very much for all those donations and some very large ones as well. So yeah, keep them coming in. We do have a hope, not an expectation, a hope that we can raise around about £4,000 this year. The reason we settled on that number was because last year we had a hope for 1,500 and we managed to raise 3,600 and change. So if we can equal what we did last year, that'd be amazing. If we can do better, then absolutely even more amazing. But every penny, and it's hard at the moment, so I get it, but every penny does make a massive difference, and there is no underselling of it. Effectively your couple of dollars or a couple of pounds potentially could go towards saving someone's life. It sounds like I'm being dramatic, but it really isn't. And you carry on watching, there'll be messages from people who will echo that. So it's a great cause. It makes a fantastic amount of difference to people, and it's great that you're a part of it.
If I may, James, what James says about it saving people's lives, it does. It saved my life, and I'll be totally honest about it. If it wasn't for modelling, Models for Heroes and my missus, I would be swinging from a tree somewhere. And that's blunt. Yeah, it's what this is about. It's about saving lives, and what you are doing is saving lives.
And that is really why that is all really why we are so passionate about it, is because majority of us here have seen that benefit either firsthand or secondhand, or experienced it as a personal thing. So it really does make that much of a difference. So keep going, guys. We've got ages and ages to go. We've got so much more stuff to come, but we are getting to the point where we're going to wrap up this stream in about 10 minutes or so. So I'm just going to head over to the chat, catch up. There's 32 of you watching, so thank you so much. The numbers of watching is amazing. It's just in itself.
Indeed.
So,
really, really warms my heart. So thank you. David just said there, had chalk, must have been a posh school, in relation to my school days, apparently. I did put up that Ray had to duck out, and it's here tomorrow. Good, no problem. Dominic just echoing what I was saying about Gil, saying that he's helped him with colours, and he gave him colour numbers and ordered them right away and all that sort of thing. So he's just an amazing guy, really, really helpful. Really wants to see people explore their own abilities and enjoy the modelling journey. Gary's stuff is there saying amazing video, such a simple tip but brilliant, and something I will do whenever I start airbrushing. Can't wait to join in later. Gary's with us later.
Hey Gary, welcome.
hello, Gary.
Glad you can be a part of it.
Have you seen? Sorry, James. Have you seen Gary's video this morning?
No, I haven't actually.
He's advertising a book that we happen to have in our UK auction on Sunday night.
Ooh, I say.
So I'm not sure whether that was deliberate, but if it was, nice one, Gary. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, if you want to find out what that is, then head over to Gary's stuff on YouTube. Check him out in the break, because we will be breaking, like I said, at 12:30, and then back UK time. This is we'll be back at 12:30. So a little bit of a break. Give us a chance to go and have something to eat. Me put my head down, get my missus to work, and all that sort of thing. It's been an enjoyable 4 hours, 2 streams, 4 hours in. Great to have a chat with people that are around the world, and that is part of it as well. Is one of the big feedbacks we had from last year was everyone was like, the event was all right, which is like, oh, okay. But then it came the comment of, but the interaction, the ability to speak to people that you're not really going to speak to because they're in different parts of the world was just phenomenal. And I think one person has used the words of overwhelming. So, that's really pleasing to hear that it's making that effect. So, that's all cool. We've got about 7 minutes ago. I saw. And Gary's just said, it might have something to do with it. Saw it in the auction lot. Had the book waiting for a review for ages. Made sense. So well done, you, mate.
Thank you, Gary. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, like what you did there.
Yes.
And thanks for being part of this, Gary. I very much appreciate it. Long time follower, ordinary guy doing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, look out, he's fanboying.
I'm hanging out with this
Gary's in. Gary's in.
Steph, can you run round to John's studio with a tea towel and just fan him down, please, because he's getting a little hot there.
Well, I'll give Bronwyn a shout, and she can pop in and give him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
so no, just shut up, Steph.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't dig that hole too deep.
Why don't we hear from one of the beneficiaries before we duck out.
Yes, good idea. Would you like to choose one, or shall I?
Let me take a look, see who we've got. Let's have a hear from... Where are they? Where are they? Here we go. Let's have a hear from Eddie, one of our beneficiaries. So
Cool.
This is Eddie.
Hi, I'm Eddie. I started making models in January 2019 with Models for Heroes. During lockdown, they've been a lifesaver by making online modelling workshops, help on Zoom, and entertainment on YouTube. That helped me stay sane. Now, back to the studio. I always wanted to say that.
There we go. That's Eddie. As we reiterated, this is saving lives.
Indeedy. So, we're
So
gonna
we
go
are... No, you beat me to it.
Go on. I'll let you do it. Go for it.
No, I was just going to say we are 12:26. We are 4 minutes left to go. We are going to go around the studio and see where everybody is up to and where they're at. So I will just work our way across the bottom. So we're starting with yourself, Mr. James Skiffins.
Oh,
what have you managed to get done?
So I've managed to get the sidecar put together. I got another piece to go on there yet, so they're almost done. I've got the engine put together, and I've got the frames cut off because I want to get them into primer. The other thing I've done is I've done my base, the covered in Mod Podge, which is almost dry. So that's ready for primer. Yeah, so a really good start, and yeah, doing well so far.
Excellent. And next up we have the Steph.
Hello.
How are you getting on? I can see a lot of clampage on the go there.
Yep, I use give me a sec. Closing up.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yep, I'm in like Flynn this year.
Yeah. So what were you decaling earlier on? Which part? Was it the cockpit? Parts of the cockpit. Okay.
So inside there,
Yeah.
blue one there, and also
Some stuff in there.
yes,
somewhere.
that's it there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be pushing those bit once all
Awesome.
dried and finito bonito carbone. Don't ask me what that is because I haven't got a clue. Some
An air
random
brake.
crap came out.
Cool. Loving it. Okay.
So-
So done?
Yes, sorry. Yeah, I was just going to say. So hopefully, I shall actually finish this year.
Of
Woohoo!
course you will. Of course you will.
You're right. Something's going to go wrong.
John, how have you got on since last time we spoke?
Found my instrument panel, so
Excellent.
Hey!
Where was it? Out of
It was body
curiosity.
temperature. That's all I'm saying. So what I have is this is the let me show you. Supermarine S5 building.
Ah.
That's the interior, so you can see that it's pretty much British interior green, but
Yeah.
wouldn't be warm. So that's the look I've gone for there. So that's about to be closed up. There's not much there. Little control column. There's really not much to it, but
Yeah.
that's about to be closed up. Engine is done. It's tiny.
Wow.
Yeah. So next time you see it, the two halves will be together, and it's going to fit. So everything's sort of coming together all right, but it's tiny.
Okay, yeah.
But
Nice.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm grinning from ear to ear, actually. This is great. I wanted to build this for a while. It was a great opportunity to do it.
That's it. It gives you the opportunity to build something you don't normally build, and actually drags you to the bench as well. So excellent, cool. And Zal, what have you managed to get done so far? I can't unmute you, so you'll need to unmute yourself.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, 1 hour into the build, I managed to complete the chassis and the cap. So just give me another 1 hour, I'll be done.
Wow.
Yeah. Shake and bake.
So almost into paint.
Yeah. So most probably I'll be painting tomorrow morning.
Excellent.
Yeah. And that's it.
Awesome. Cool. So, folks, there we are. James, do you want to wrap up?
Yes, I will do. Sorry. I'm just picking my lung up off the floor. So, So anyway, people still watching, thank you very much, everybody. I think we are pretty much up to date with chat. Facebook user says I can officially start in 12 hours, US Eastern Standard. Can't wait to dive in. Yeah, no, I'm sure everyone's champing at the bit. Gary Morris is turning his off to get some lunch. See you at 7:30, indeed. We've got Anfield Road layout in the loft and a good stream. Thank you. Thank you. I think that is. Thank you for the stream. You're more than welcome. And Paul saying, see you all later. Indeed. So for now, it's a big thank you to everybody that's been watching. A big thank you to everyone that's been donating. And we will see you. The next stream will be at 6:30 UK GMT time. And you need to convert that into your own time zones. But until then, see you later, guys.
Bye. Stay safe. Keep modelling.
Toodaloo. Bye-bye.